Oh my God. Okay, there we go. What's up, guys? It's Jordan. Look, I am not feeling good today, I'll be honest with you. A few years back, I was coming from a work thing and I had a big bag of gear. I go around to the passenger side of my car, I lift it out, put it on the ground, and when I stood up, it felt like in my lower back, something severed, just basically cut a cord from the waist down, and I just collapsed to the ground, just straight threw my back out. I was in pain, I was miserable. I don't even know how I made it back upstairs, but I went to the doctor, and the doctor said that it's possible the spine compressed down and a nerve was pinched. And as a precaution, it forced my body to just cut power essentially to that area to try to prevent me from further injuring my spine when I stood back up again. It's a safety mechanism, a defense mechanism. It took about 4 or 5 days to fully recover from it. It just felt like this intense, sharp pain in my lower back. This has happened several times since then. It's just kind of something I have to live with and do my best to prevent from further aggravating. I still go to the gym, I still lift weights, I do all that stuff or whatever. It's just something that I have to watch out for. If I notice that I feel that in the lower back, I just have to be aware and avoid it. But anyway, other day I was just in the gym tying my shoe after I had gotten dressed, and when I went down to tie it, boom, collapse. I feel it. This is 4 days ago. So it's been about 4 days since I've been in the gym. So I think it's really important to talk about when you're recovering from serious illness or sickness, an injury like the one I'm experiencing. Your body uses the same systems that it uses to recover from weight training, from those micro tears that you get in your muscle. The same systems support your recovery from sickness or injury. So you don't want to do both. You don't want to take away from the recovery when there's something actually wrong with you, just so you can continue getting gains. You're just getting partial success in both areas because you're splitting that ability between the two. So when you get in a situation like I find myself in right now, cut it off, drop it, just recover, focus on recovery. It'll speed that process up and you won't be cheating yourself and wasting your time in the gym. You got to understand, if you're training for life, this is just part of the process. You're gonna get sick, you're gonna get hurt sometimes, and that's okay. Just know that you need to just stop what you're doing and take a break to let that play out. When it comes to injury, what you're looking for are sharp, intense, and acute pains, that shooting pain that you feel whenever you've sprained or pulled something. If it's just general soreness, that's fine. You can push through that. But if it feels like needles or knives jabbing you, that's what we're looking for. With sickness, general rule of thumb, any symptoms you experience from the neck up, probably fine to continue pushing through. So if you have the sniffles, you're sneezing, you're coughing, but you have no fever, you don't feel chills or aches and pains throughout your body, you can go to the gym. It's not that big of a deal. But if you do experience those, if you do feel like just walking around your house is wearing you out, stop, break time. It will not cut your progress. It's not going to derail you in general. It gives you an opportunity, if anything, to optimize. Like right now, you should be taking time off from the gym. Hopefully, if you're sick enough, you've got some time built up that you can take off from work and you're just at home. Let's talk about some ways that you can utilize this time to your benefit, to your advantage. We're gonna make the most of any situation that we're presented with. So actually, hold on. I did write this down. I wrote a list of a few things that we can do while we're down, because I didn't want to forget. Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. So reallocate that energy. So what you would have done in the gym, now we're going to focus on our mental projects, working on our personal goals. Maybe you got a website you want to build, a project for work you've been putting off, or maybe you want to try to get into journaling. Now's a great time because you got something to write about, right? You're going through not just a physical process, but you're going through a mental struggle as well. You want to go to the gym, you want to exercise, but you know you shouldn't. Write about that. Sharpen the mind. Let's see what else. Oh, it's a great time for meal prepping and also to optimize your meal prep. So look back on the last month. How well has your nutrition been supporting your goals? Are you feeling stronger? Do you feel up to it? Maybe you've cut your calories too much and that's leading to this sickness that you're experiencing. Like what is it? How is your nutrition supporting your goals? If it's not, maybe now's a good time to reevaluate that. You got plenty of downtime. Same thing with your physical training. Look back at your tracker. If you're using one of the programs you downloaded from steelrings.store, there's a progress tracker in the back of each one. Hopefully you've been filling that out with the amount of weight you've been lifting and the number of reps you've been doing. If that's the case, check it out. Are you progressing? Maybe now's a good time to re-optimize. Maybe the program itself is not one that you're sticking to and you need to change it up altogether. Great opportunity to figure that out. Okay, yeah, unplug altogether. How about instead of being upset that you're sick, we really lean into it. Go full on vacation mode. Binge the show you've been putting off, read a book, play that 50-hour video game that you put off because it was too daunting for you to start. Now's the time. Now's the time for you to do it. Again, hopefully you've taken time off from work and training to recover, and if you have, just take advantage. Oh, clean up your space. Sweep, vacuum, organize your house, get your living quarters the way you want them. You got nothing but time right now. Make it productive, and honestly, this gives you a little motion, a little mobility. It keeps you from completely locking up because you're walking around. It's light effort. So now's the time to organize your space and get your house in order. Like literally get your house in order. All right, that's all I got there. So now it's time to focus on recovering. So what can you do? Make sure you're hydrating, drink lots of water, and not water alone. You need electrolytes. Pedialyte is great. Maybe add a little additional salt to your diet. Salt allows your cells to swell and absorb more water. So if you're increasing your sodium intake, you increase your water intake, and this can help flush the toxins from your body and help you recover faster. Since you're not exercising, you really need to prioritize nutrition right now. So anything that supports your recovery, fiber, dark leafy greens are great for that. Plenty of antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. These will support the recovery. Make sure you're not overeating. If you're at home and you're just lying in bed, it can be tempting to snack all day. Try to avoid that as much as possible. Keep your brain engaged so that you eat less, but don't eat so little that your body has nothing to recover with. You have no fuel. Now's the time to prioritize your nutrition. Also, sleep. You got to sleep. If you feel like sleeping for 10 hours, stay in bed. Don't move. That's what your body needs. Let it happen. Maybe take additional naps throughout the day. I might pop a melatonin in the afternoon to take a long nap. If the weather permits, get outside, do a light walk around, maybe string a hammock between some trees and enjoy the nature if you can. Don't stop moving altogether. You've got to keep your body functional. You just don't want to stress it. So get out on some trails. You know I love that. That's obviously what I'm going to recommend. Go for a walk out on the trails, lounge by the water if you've got it. But get outside, breathe fresh air, let all of that stuff run its course. Just know that you have not fallen off the wagon. You're not going to lose your gains. You're not going to lose your progress. Just let your body recover. And when you get back, when you're done, when you feel back to your old self, pick up where you left off. Just go straight back. You don't have to beat yourself up and say, oh no, I've lost progress. I need to start over from the beginning. No, there is no starting back over. Just pick right up where you left off. If you were in the middle of a program and you're on week 3 of 12, just pick up on the day you left off. That's all you got to do. There's nothing wrong with listening to your body and letting it recover. So don't go back and punish yourself by starting all over again. You don't have to do that. Remember, if you're fit for life, if you're living a fit and healthy lifestyle, there's no end to this. This is just a bump in the road. It's a blink of an eye. I'm probably going to live, barring some catastrophic incident, another 50 to 60 years. So what's a week here and there? In fact, it's just something that's built into the plan. What you want to watch out for is letting this week-long break stretch out into a month, a year, 2 years, 10 years. Don't do that. Don't fall off completely. That's a choice that you can avoid. Just pick back up, start over again. I wrote an article about all this a few months ago. I'll link it in the description if you want to go read it. It's probably a little more coherent than listening to me ramble on about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Jordan. I've been weight training for 20 years, running obstacle course races for the last 10. I love taking my training and packaging up into simple little booklet programs that you can take with you to the gym. So if you haven't already, visit steelrings.store. Download any of my 4-week programs for $0 if you want. I don't want to get in the way of your training. Even if it's not a physical slump you've been in, maybe it's a mental funk, getting a program can help push you out of it because now you have something to follow. Let me know in the comments what you do when you feel sick or what you know your limits are, and I'll respond to as many as I can. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.